with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good afternoon, I'm Elspeth Meisner. Thanks so much for joining us for your Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. We're going to start things off today with the latest on COVID-19 in our entire region. The Erie County Department of Health announced there was 150 new positive cases of COVID-19 in Erie County as of Friday. Erie County currently has a high rate of transmission according to the CDC. A universal masking order for all public and private preschools, primary schools, and secondary schools in Erie County is in effect until further notice. Meantime, in our neighboring counties of Crawford County, they have 78 new cases, and Warren County has 31 new cases and 1 new death. And as those climbing COVID-19 numbers have continued to climb, it's led to thousands of healthcare workers to leave the field completely. Our Kristen Allen shows us how local hospitals are trying to block out that burnout and relieve some stress for our area frontline workers.
Thousands of healthcare workers have been hard at work for months during this pandemic. While doctors, nurses, and staff have spent countless hours caring for critical COVID-19 patients, local hospitals are growing more concerned for their mental health.
We are very concerned and certainly take great efforts to care for our workforce.
With more than 2,500 positive COVID-19 cases in Erie County just in September alone, dozens of people are still in critical care units in our hospitals, putting even more pressure on healthcare workers.
Generally just very concerned about the compounding effect of this spike.
So UPMC Hammett and AHN St. Vincent are doing what they can to relieve just a little bit of stress.
We work very closely with Safe Harbor to provide on-site counselors that are available for them.
At AHN St. Vincent, we have what we call serenity rooms, which are safe places for staff to go. Definitely more stressful now because of the time frame that we've been dealing with this.
For now, it's unclear when healthcare workers will catch a break, and our hospitals say although they're doing what they can, they know it's still not enough.
And I feel like we still cannot do enough, and just thank them for their gratitude and certainly the sacrifices that they've made.
Reports have also shown that hospitals across the country are seeing an average of 20 to 30 resignations per week. Sticking with COVID-19, the Skunk and Go tavern in Northeast is closing its doors temporarily, all because of COVID-19 cases among their staff. The owner said they're following all the CDC guidance to prevent the spread and to keep people safe. They hope to announce a reopening date on their website in the upcoming days. Meantime, sticking in Northeast was a sea of pink today as the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk got underway earlier this morning. Now, it looked a little bit different this year compared to years past due to COVID-19. Instead of a traditional walk, they had a rolling start time all throughout the day, so people could come between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. to stay socially distant and still walk the course. They also had the event spread out across 2 different parks in Northeast. Despite all the changes, organizers were still happy people were able to come out and support those who have battled and are still battling breast cancer. We'll hear from some of those survivors coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Happening right now, if you're a Seawolves fan and looking to get your hands on some merchandise, today was definitely the day for it. UPMC Park hosted an end-of-season 2-day yard sale. From jerseys to hats, bobbleheads, old banners and signs, there was certainly something for everyone to check out for every Seawolves fan, young and old. From parents and children to longtime baseball fans, they could bring home a small piece of Seawolves memorabilia today.
Now that we've wrapped up this season, we have an opportunity to give fans some, unique collectible buying opportunities. So we've got different things out here from folding chairs from our locker room to jerseys that have been worn on the field by the players to little knickknacks that we've given away over the years. So it's a good opportunity for fans to come out and check some things out. And for us, we clear up some space. We're doing a clubhouse renovation right now, and this helps us with that process as well.
And if you're interested in getting some of that merchandise, there's still time to do so. It goes until 2 p.m. this afternoon. We certainly have a weekend full of fall activities, and we're going to start with apples today, where a century-old tradition returns to Erie this weekend in certainly a unique way, as a local distillery celebrates all things apple both today and tomorrow. We're talking about the first ever Apple Cider Festival that's happening this weekend at Luminary Distilling on Peach Street. Now this pays tribute to 125 years of the popular Furman's apple cider. This weekend there's going to be lots of fun from live music, vendors, and lots of apple cider inspired food and drinks all weekend long. When the owners of Luminary Distilling bought and expanded into the old Furman's cider mill on Upper Peach Street, they say it was important for them to keep the cider flowing.
Keeping the tradition and keeping the old way of making the cider is really important. When Furman's moved up to this location, all the presses and all the equipment were moved as well. We've continued the traditions, the traditional way of making it. Everything's done by hand and very labor intensive, but that's the important way to keep that tradition alive.
The Apple Cider Festival will be happening at Luminary Distilling all day today until 8 p.m. and then tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. And if you're looking for some more family fun this weekend also marks the return of the annual celebration known as Oktoberfest. St. Joseph's Church Bread of Life, right here in downtown Erie, traditionally hosts one of the biggest Oktoberfests in our entire area. And there's more than just beer at this festival. This one's got live music and church tours, a fun run, along with a wiener dog race set for this afternoon in just a little while. Oktoberfest at St. Joseph's Church is located on West 24th Street in downtown Erie. It continues until 11 tonight, and it goes tomorrow from noon until 5. So lots of fun things there. We also have a full weekend of football ahead for this Saturday for both high school and colleges before the big games for the NFL tomorrow. Today we have a doubleheader in District 10. It starts with Erie High heading to New York to take on St. Joseph's. Then tonight, Northeast and Mercier's Prep will prepare to battle it out at Mercier's University this evening as well. And it's the first weekend of October, and there's certainly lots of fun activities, so we're going to break it all down for you just for a little bit of a community calendar look about what's going on this weekend. We still have that yard sale at UPMC Park running until 2 p.m. today, so still some time for that. The Apple Cider Festival continues till 8 p.m. today at Luminary Distillery, and tomorrow from 9 to 2. Oktoberfest gets underway at 1 p.m. in just under 20 minutes. That goes to 11 p.m. tonight, and tomorrow it's noon to 5. And of course, tomorrow we have the kickoff to Erie Homecoming Week. That is at 3 p.m. at Oliver's Beer Garden. That's where the annual parade's going to kick off. So lots of fun things happening this weekend to get you all ready for fall. Well, that's a look at what's going on today. Thanks so much for joining us for your Erie News Now Weekend Nowcast. Hope you'll have a great Saturday, and be sure to join us for Erie News Now starting at 6 o'clock this evening. Have a great day.